Alright, this is Andrew with Jordan Home Inspections. We are doing a sewer scope today here in Salt Lake. We're at $1045 West Euclid Ave. Pretty positive there's no way I'm saying that correctly. Today is August 25th, 2026, and we have the camera pushed out 116 feet. I'm going to pull it back and record it and see what we find. So that first connection is called the nose on, and that's where it goes from your lateral line into the main city line. Looks like a good connection there. Interesting. So it looks like maybe you have some plastic going into the road, and then it transitions to something else, but I can't tell what this is. It looks like you have some roots there. I'd recommend those be cleaned out. And maybe an offset. If you look at the right hand side of the pipe, you can see that lip. And so you do have some newer pipe, but that looks older. There's a bunch of roots. I'd recommend that be cleaned and then have that section evaluated again. Now we're transitioning back to, looks like a liner. And so a liner is where they blow a pipe into the old pipe and then they harden it. Liners can work really well. 87 feet out, and we're starting to go underwater. Not for very long, so you had a little puddle of water there, not bad. And I did notice there's more about 79 feet out. I did notice this standing water as I pushed my camera out. Only about 4 or 5 feet long. Not very long, but certainly not ideal, especially for a new line. Would have been best to have as good as great as possible, but maybe this was an improvement of what had been here. I do think this house has settled a fair amount, and so with that comes oftentimes the movement of the sewer. This is looking good. No standing water, no roots. The only way to fix bad grade is to dig it up and re-slope it. And so, with a liner, it's not necessarily dug up, and so that wasn't necessarily done. This is ABS. I'm unclear if this wraps around outside the house or through the basement, probably outside. Overall, I'd say the line looks moderate. You do have some standing water, so it doesn't have perfect grade. You do have a section with roots where it looks like the pipe wasn't replaced. I can't tell exactly what it is, maybe clay, based on that offset. But I would recommend that the line be cleaned today and then evaluated further once you get all those roots out and you can get a better view of it. And then they can see the entire thing again once it's been cleaned. I can see that there are some areas that have been replaced or lined, which is a good start. You don't have proper or perfect grade, but far from the worst that I've seen. They weren't incredibly long bellies. But they were enough that I did completely go underwater for at least a few feet. I'm going to end this recording now.